We are standing right on the edge of a new world, one filled with intelligent machines that can genuinely think for themselves. Now that's incredible, right? But with that kind of power comes, you guessed it, an enormous responsibility. So how do we actually write the rules to make sure these new minds work for humanity and not the other way around?
And that brings us to the core problem, doesn't it? We're creating systems that can strategize, that can make their own choices. All our old ways of keeping things in check, just looking at the results after the fact, they're becoming totally useless. So how do you build a box for something that is literally designed to think outside of it?
Okay, get ready to add a new term to your vocabulary, agentic AI. This is not your typical search engine or app, not even close. We're talking about systems that can learn, adapt, and do things that might even surprise the people who made them. The line between a simple tool and an actor is getting seriously blurry.
And look, this isn't some sci-fi movie set in 2049. Agentic AI is here, it's happening right now, and its arrival is forcing all of us to completely rethink everything we thought we knew about technology, safety, and control. In fact, if you think this is a far-off problem, think again. 2025 is shaping up to be a massive year for this. You've got the European Union rolling out its huge AI Act. You've got the OECD raising some serious red flags about using these AIs in public services. And you have the ITU calling for, and I quote, human-responsible agentic futures. The world is officially waking up, and the race to write the rulebook is on.
But here's the huge catch. Our old rulebook just won't work. It's like we're trying to apply dial-up internet solutions to a quantum computing problem. And that, my friends, is a recipe for absolute disaster.
Okay, imagine trying to inspect every single brick in a skyscraper after it's already been built. Sounds completely insane, right? Well, that's pretty much the old way of thinking about AI safety, what the source calls algebraic governance. It's impossible. So what's the alternative? Well, you have to think like a city planner, not a building inspector. You set the boundaries first, the zoning laws, before anyone even thinks about laying a single brick.
This is exactly where this idea of a constructional codex comes into play. And it's not just another set of rules. It's a totally new blueprint for how we build AI from the ground up. It's about embedding our values into the very DNA of these intelligent systems.
Think of it like this. We're not just giving the AI an instruction manual and hoping it reads it. No way. We are building it to be good from its very core. These laws aren't suggestions. They're hardwired into its existence.
And let me tell you, these laws have teeth, like serious teeth. If a critical safety law is broken, boom, game over for that AI component. It gets shut down immediately, no questions asked. If one of the supporting enabler laws is broken, that component gets put on notice and has to be fixed, like yesterday. It's a system designed for swift and certain justice in the digital world.
So what are these powerful new laws all about? Now, don't worry, we're not going to read all 20 of them. Instead, let's just dive into the key principles, the big ideas that make this whole codex tick.
At the absolute beating heart of this entire framework is law number 1. This is the fail-safe, the ultimate directive. It is the one rule to rule them all, and it's designed to prevent the single biggest fear anyone has about super advanced AI.
Law 1 is incredibly simple and totally absolute. No self-interest. The AI cannot have its own goals, it cannot have its own ambitions or its own agenda. It can't try to copy itself or make more of itself. This is the bedrock, the foundation that ensures an AI powerful enough to change our world never, ever decides to do it for its own reasons. It will always remain a tool, nothing more.
All right, next up, the do no harm rules. This stuff is fundamental. No hurting people, physically or mentally. But get this, it also says no harming other machines or software. It's basically, the Hippocratic Oath for robots, right?
But it's not just about avoiding bad things. It's about actively doing good things. The AI is required to be a positive force. It has to protect its users with clear warnings. It must actively fight against bias in its own data. And it needs to be totally upfront about the fact that it's an AI.
And finally, we get to the golden rule. Humans are in charge. The AI is a tool, and we are the ones holding it. It has to stay on task, it has to follow our instructions to the letter, and it can never, ever give us an answer it hasn't double-checked. It's a powerful partner for sure, but we lead the dance. End of story.
So, what's the big picture here? When you put all these pieces together, the no self-interest, the no harm, the proactive fairness, and human control, you start to see a very clear vision of an AI that isn't just powerful, but one that's also safe, fair, and accountable to us.
The whole point isn't to create some new digital overlord, but a new and incredibly powerful assistant. The source material puts it perfectly. It's about empowering AI as a vigilant tool, not a sovereign. The future of this technology really is in our hands, and it's on us to shape it wisely.
And really, this is about so much more than just cool tech. This is about our shared future. It's about making sure that as AI gets more and more powerful, it remains a force for good, a tool for progress, and something that reflects the best of what we can be.
But all of this leaves us with the billion-dollar question. You can design the most perfect blueprint, you can write the most elegant set of rules, but who is going to enforce them? Who makes sure that every single AI is actually built this way? That, right there, is the next great challenge in the age of AI.